All right, rugby fans, welcome back for another deep dive. We love unpacking these big questions, and today, uh, today we've got a real head scratcher.
Mm.
Is Antoine Dupont shaping up to be the modern-day Gareth Edwards?
Ooh,
It's a bold claim, right?
yeah.
But with Dupont racking up awards left and right, and even getting praise from Edwards himself, we've got to ask, is this hype or is this something more?
Well, and what's so fascinating here is that this comparison, it isn't coming out of nowhere. We've got DuPont's incredible list of accomplishments at just 28 years old. Six Nations, Grand Slam, multiple Champions Cup, and top 14 titles. I mean, the guy is a walk-in trophy cabinet.
It's true. And the individual awards are just as impressive. World Rugby Men's 15s Player of the Year, multiple Six Nations Player of the Championship awards, a regular fixture on the World Rugby Men's 15s Dream Team of the Year.
Right.
He's even got a recent World Rugby Men's Sevens Player of the Year award for helping France to Olympic gold.
Okay, stop. So I'm getting tired just listing them all.
Oh.
But seriously, for those of you keeping score at home that's dominating both forms of rugby at the highest level, to achieve this much before turning 30 is remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, picture yourself achieving all that in your field before hitting 30.
Right.
It's almost unbelievable.
It's mind-blowing. But amidst all these achievements, what really caught my attention was Gareth Edwards himself calling DuPont an outstanding player, a pocket dynamo with all the attributes of a scrum-half. Now, for any rugby fan who's been living under a rock, that's like getting a thumbs up from the rugby gods themselves.
It really is. Gareth Edwards, for anyone needing a quick refresher, is considered by many to be the greatest rugby player of all time. This isn't just some casual comparison. Edwards is a legend, particularly for his time, with that dominant Welsh team of the 70s. So his praise carries serious weight. And there's this hilarious story where someone asked Edwards who'd wear the number 9 jersey, that's the scrum half, for those new to rugby if they played together. Edwards, in true cheeky fashion, said, "That's obvious, I will be wearing that." But then he goes on to praise DuPont's versatility, saying he could easily play other positions. I mean, talk about a compliment sandwich.
That anecdote perfectly captures Edwards' wit and his recognition of DuPont's talent. But it also gets to the heart of this deep dive. What makes these two players so comparable? Edwards was known for his speed, his strength, and his game-changing tactical brilliance on the field. Does DuPont really measure up?
Well, the article we're looking at doesn't shy away from the comparison. It straight up says, he, DuPont, is like a French Gareth Edwards. And when you break down their playing styles, the similarities are striking.
Oh, yeah. They both have this knack for these incredible sniping runs from the base of the scrum. Like, they see gaps in the defense that no one else does. And that low center of gravity, forget about trying to tackle them low. It's like trying to grab smoke.
Yeah, you see these powerful bursts through defenses, and you're just like, how did he do that? It's amazing to watch. And it's not just the physicality. They're both known for their exceptional passing skills and their uncanny ability to read the game. Almost like they have a sixth sense for what's going to happen next.
Exactly. It's like they're always one step ahead, anticipating the opponent's moves before they even make them. And that's what makes the Edwards comparison so interesting. It's not just about the physical attributes, but also the mental game.
Right. You mentioned Edwards' tactical brilliance.
Yeah.
How do you see that playing out with DuPont? Is he changing the game like Edwards did, or just playing amazingly well within the current style?
That's the million-dollar question. Edwards revolutionized the scrum half position with his dynamic running and attacking flair. He wasn't just a distributor of the ball, he was a playmaker who dictated the tempo of the game.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing shades of that with DuPont, but it's still early days.
I get what you mean. DuPont's not afraid to take risks to break from the traditional mold of a scrum half. But is that truly changing the game or just pushing the boundaries of what's possible within the current framework?
It's a blurry line, isn't it? But here's something to think about. DuPont is captaining France at such a young age. That's something Edwards didn't do. Leading your country to victory requires a whole different set of skills, a different kind of influence.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. So are we seeing DuPont's leadership style as another point of comparison, or is this where their paths diverge a bit?
It's definitely something to watch. Is DuPont's leadership more about inspiring through individual brilliance, or is he a more strategic vocal leader like we often see in captains? That's a question that only time will answer.
It's going to be fascinating to see how that develops. But speaking of the future, there's that great quote from Edwards about DuPont. He said, "It's taken 50 years to be compared with somebody. So be it. Long may he continue playing well." It's almost like a passing of the torch, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it acknowledges the weight of this comparison. Edwards isn't dismissing it, he's embracing it, which says a lot about DuPont's potential. He's only 28. He still has so much rugby ahead of him.
So let's talk about that potential 11. Edwards led Wales to numerous victories but never managed to win the Rugby World Cup. Could Dupont lead France to that ultimate prize? Would that solidify his place in history alongside Edwards?
Winning a World Cup as captain would definitely put Dupont in a league of his own. But I think it goes beyond trophies. It's about how he continues to evolve as a player and leader. Will he redefine the scrum-half position? Will he inspire a generation of young players?
Those are the marks of a true legend, aren't they? Not just winning, but changing the way the game is played, leaving a lasting impact on the sport. So for all of you rugby fanatics out there listening, we want to hear your thoughts. Where does Dupont rank for you among the all-time greats? Is he on track to be the next Edwards, or is he blazing his own trail to legendary status? And what will his legacy be? Will he be remembered for his dazzling individual skill, his leadership, or perhaps something entirely unexpected? Hit us up on social media and let us know what you think. We love hearing from you guys.
And while you're thinking about that, keep watching Dupont. We're witnessing something truly special here. Whether he reaches the heights of Edwards or forges his own unique path, the next chapter of Antoine Dupont's story is going to be one for the history books. So buckle up, rugby fans, because this ride is far from over.
This whole deep dive has me even more excited to see what Dupont does next.
Yeah.
It's a testament to his talent that we're even having this conversation, comparing him to a legend like Gareth Edwards. It's a reminder that rugby is full of these incredible stories, these moments of brilliance that capture our imaginations and make us such passionate fans.
And who knows, maybe 50 years from now, we'll be having the same conversation about another young player, comparing them to Antoine Dupont, wondering if they'll reach that same level of greatness. That's the beauty of sport, isn't it? The legacy continues, the bar keeps getting raised, and we as fans get to witness it all unfold.
So until next time, keep those rugby conversations going, keep celebrating the legends, and keep your eyes peeled for the next generation of superstars rising through the ranks. You never know who might be the next Dupont or Edwards, waiting to take the world by storm.